Hi there, and welcome to the Barbara Young channel. Welcome to my Friday Sews. And as always, I'd just like to start by saying thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating the hashtag Friday Sews, so we can all come together at the end of the week and let everybody know what we've been doing, and a little bit about life as well, if you like. Well, this week has been a week where I've not completed anything, but I'm sort of like in the middle of stuff. You know how it goes. You start some projects, start doing things, and it takes a bit longer than you thought you would to get them done. So, but yeah, so I've got some whips, as it were, projects on the go, as I'd say. Starting off with some bags. I've decided to make some more of these bags. Remember these? This bag that I made. It's you know, a bag that I took apart and sort of copied, but it ended up with a whole bunch of different features and items in it. So really it's a different bag. It's just inspired by the one that I had, which was originally a faux leather one. And yeah, and I made this bag design that I think sits really nicely. It looks really, I don't know, looks really cool, funky maybe, depends what colours you do it in. But yeah, I really like this, and it's got one zip on the front with a different material on the inside. It's got a magnetic clasp with this bit that goes over the top with this main zip, and then inside there is a like a patch pocket, and then another zip pocket in there on the other side. So yeah, and it's got quite roomy. It's quite a nice, decent, roomy bag. But yeah, I'm making another couple of these. So let's have a quick look at the materials that I'm using. Excuse me. Got some zips. And because what I'm using material-wise is actually quite light, I've got some, it's almost like a cream colour zips. But the first one, if I can pick it up, is this material. Now this is thrifted material, and actually most of it is. I try to get and use my thrifted stash where I can. This material is a little bit heavy. I think it was originally curtain or upholstery material, so that's why I've used it. It has been interfaced to give it some stiffness, so it's a bit more rigid as a bag. So that forms the outer side, and then inside got the bottom bit done as well. This I've used some heavier interfacing, some sew on, and I've don't know if you can see the stitching on that, you know, a bit like quilting. But then the inner is going to be this material. I'll show you the bottom bit. So it's a completely different contrast to the outer, and that's how I want to do it. I want it to be completely contrasting. Now the other thing is, because I'm using, as it were, scraps and thrifted material, it means that the pockets are going to be different colours entirely. So the patch pocket is that, and also one of the zip pockets will also be that. So that'll form the inside pockets. But then against the inside material, it's not too bad. It is a big contrast to the outer material, but as I say, until you open the bag, you won't see them. And then the outer zip pocket, it's on the outside, is going to be this stuff with strawberries and cherries on it. So there we go. So quite a contrast of different colours and fabrics, but that's how I want it. I want it to be sort of funky and have lots of contrast. Like I say, I'm making two. So the other bag is this material, which is what I previously made one of these, actually, these pinafore dress. I made one out of this. This is the Laura Ashley material that I got, that I thrifted. Still got quite a bit of that. So yeah, looks absolutely lovely. Get that piece. So there we go. Yeah, and hopefully that'll make a nice bag. Now inside, I've got, again, the inner material for the inner lining is again some more of this. Had enough of this to do two bags. It's just brilliant. But the pockets, right, the pockets are going to be this material, which has got little flowers on it. So yeah, and because I've got enough of this particular material, I can do both of the zip pockets, so all the pockets will be the same. in the pattern that they're going to have on them. So that's brilliant. So I like that. So there we go. That is 2 bags that I'm making. And it might look like I've not done much, but actually, because I want the bag to have some rigidity in it, I don't want it to be completely floppy. There's a lot of interfacing that goes into this. The interfacing on the main outer piece, interfacing on the pockets, the interfacing with additional interfacing, because I've got sew interfacing as well on the bottom to give it some rigidity, so that the bottom has a certain amount of hold to it. It's not going to completely fall apart as well. I don't want it to fall apart, but you know what I mean, it's not going to collapse. There's a certain stability to it, to doing that. So actually it's taken quite a bit of time to get all the bits of interfacing on there and get it ready. So with these 2 bags, I'm now at the stage where I can actually start putting the zips in and start forming the pockets, because I have to do that first. I have to form the pockets, that inner and outer pocket and that patch pocket, before I actually start putting the whole thing together. And then it gets even more crazy, because you have to sort of like put it together, have it out, and because it's just a bit crazy, until it gets to the point where I've effectively finished the outer and I've stitched the inner lining and there's just a hole, just a gap, because effectively you have to fold it out to bring it all through, so it's all the right way through then. But that's quite some way off. Pockets first, get the pockets sort of sorted, and then I can start getting the whole thing coming together. But 2 bags, they'll take a little while, I imagine, take a day just to get all the pockets sorted out, I expect. So still quite a bit of work and a bit of time to go with getting that together. I've got some hardware, I've still got a bit more hardware for it, and I've got the you know, the webbing for it, for making the strap. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on. That's one of the things that I've been working on this week. So next up that I'm currently working on is a McCall's pattern, and it's the McCall's 7900, which is that one, which is this really great, lovely top blouse, I suppose it's meant to be. Say you could call it a blouse, yeah. Blouse, top, shirt, however you want to call it, but that's what I'm working on at the moment. Now what I've done is I've got some, call it mock-up material, so I'm doing a mock-up first, partly because there are some darts in this and they're not like ordinary darts. They're a little bit funny shape. Let me see if I can pick this piece up. Now I do apologise, this is going to be crinkly because I've got it all pinned up, but I'll try to be as careful as I can. On here, I don't know if you can see it, there's, oh yeah, pins everywhere. There's a dart here, and it's, as you can see, it's not a standard shape of dart. I don't know if that shows up, but you know, it's a slight wobbly sort of strange curve sort of dart. That's the back, it's the back piece, and the front's the same. It's got the same sort of strange shaped darts in it, so I know I'm gonna have to take time with that and work out how they go and make sure that once those darts are in, that the garment is actually going to be the right sort of fit for me, because I'm trying, very trying, I must tell you. I'm trying size 16, which I think should be about right for my body size, but I won't know until I get those darts sewn up and work out how it's actually going to sit on me. Now I'm doing effectively, now on here you've got a long and a short sleeve, and you've got one without sleeves, but you've also got this little like little ruffle thing on the shoulder as well. So effectively what I'm doing is view D, which is what the model is wearing, but I'm going to put on the shorter sleeve that's on view B. So it's going to be like D, but with a shorter sleeve on there. And that's what I want to do with that. Now, I don't know about materials because I haven't decided on what material I'm going to use for this yet. As I say, this is currently just the mock-up that I'm doing. So I've got that all cut out. I've just got to start sewing it up. And then I'll be able to work out whether it's going to fit or not. So let's just have a look what it says on here about fabrics. It says cotton blends, eyelet, poplin and denim. Oh, so it's expecting it to be a sort of slightly structured material. So yeah, so I'll have to have a look through my stash, see what I've got, see what might work for that. I know I have some sort of cotton poplin type things, and so I might have some materials that might actually work quite well with that. But like I say, I need to get that mock-up done first before I push on forward with the actual make, because I want to be sure about the way that those darts are going to work, because they're coming in up to about, you know, about here. You know, they're acting a bit like bust darts, but they're on the front, they're coming up, but also there's darts in the back as well to give that shaping, so it's going to tailor in onto the waist before it flares out a little bit. And then I've got those sleeves to sort out as well, so not really sure how it's going to go. The other thing about this pattern so far that I've noticed, which is really good, is that the top piece, which is effectively the front piece, it's in a bust size, so actually you can choose or be more closer to the size and sizing that's going to work for you. So I think it was 3 pieces, so it's AB bust and then CD BC bust, or was it CD? I can't remember. I think it was BC and then CD bust. So obviously, you know, if you require more shaping and room, then the pattern does actually account for that in the pattern pieces. For me, for my body shape, I've just gone for the smallest one, so AB bust, because for me, obviously, I don't need to have any great shaping on it. But as I say, those darts are going to have some effects on the tailoring, so I need to work that out first. But yeah, I'm looking forward to pushing on with this. Like I say, I've got the pieces cut out, just got to start sewing it up, and then hopefully I'll get an idea of how it fits. So that's it really, that's all I've been doing. As I say, work in progress, but that's how it is, isn't it? Sometimes you just have to keep going with stuff and they take their own time, but eventually they'll get done, and then I'll be able to hopefully show you them all next week, because you know how it is, they suddenly everything's done. But yeah, that's how it is. Just have to keep plodding on with it. Looking forward to getting those 2 bags done, saying then that blouse. The thing with the bags, if you're wondering why I've got so many bags and why I'm doing so many, because like I don't know, I've got one here, a couple up there, and then I'm doing a couple more. Thing is, I keep thinking I'd like to sell them, and I'd like to actually get and put them out there so everybody can enjoy them. I suppose a couple of things that get in the way of that is, one, the time it takes to make them, which is why I'm trying to make two in a go, see how long it actually takes me. But I suppose the other thing is how do I sell them? I don't have an output, as it were, an outlet for selling them. I mean, I don't have my own website, because, you know, obviously setting up your own website takes time. It also costs money as well to do that sort of thing, and you've got to be really invested in something like that to do it. There's something like Etsy. With all the things I hear about Etsy, I don't really want to go anywhere near it unless I was looking to do that as a proper full-time thing. Then I think Etsy really is not somewhere that I want to get involved with. So yeah, I mean, I can maybe look at things like the Facebook Marketplace, or maybe even see how it might work on my coffee account. I don't know as yet. All I know is that I want to get some bags made, and then once I've got a few of them, try and find some way to sell them. I don't know if you folks have any ideas on that side of thing. I know that some of you folks out there that might watch my channel probably already do sell things and have your own way of selling things that you make. But for me, I don't, and I don't know how to go about it. I've no idea really what I should do to change that. But obviously I've got to have some products to sell in the first place. But wow, better make them first, and then I'll sort out the try and sort out the next bridge, as it were, to cross. But there you go, just my thoughts on what I would like to be doing. But that's it really. That was my week. I don't think there's much else happening. Next week we'll be making those things and getting them done and finished, hopefully. I think this weekend's going to be hopefully productive, but probably quite quiet, I imagine, which is not what some people are going to be doing, because apparently this weekend it is the Devon Frocktails, I think I've heard it called, down in Plymouth. So for anybody that's going to that, have a wonderful time and enjoy the evening, because I hear that it's going to be quite entertaining, or usually is. So I'm expecting there to be some videos up of that in the following weeks afterwards. So I'll look forward to finding who's gone and what the videos are going to show. So I'll keep my eyes open for that. But anybody that is going, have a lovely, lovely time. So there we go. That is it. That's my week. I think I better end it there. So there we go. If you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Just click the button there. Subscribe. That way you always get notification when my videos come out, especially if you click that bell icon, so you get the little ding ding as when you get when I set up my videos and they're up there. Please do comment. I do love reading your comments. It's always nice to hear what you've been doing, what you've been up to, what your thoughts are. And if you wish to talk amongst yourselves, then please do. Because like I say, that's why we come here, to make those connections. So I think it's just left for me to say thank you very much for watching my video. I hope to see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.